only 40% of the workforce seems to be aware of the specific goals, the targets, and the strategies of each of their organization.
Hello Max, and thanks for joining us again for the third installment in your series of interviews. So to start with today, what are some of the key challenges in creating the right team?
Thanks, Jax. Good to be back. Now, of course, we've been through the servicizer leadership model and its pillars that we're talking about. We got the 5 pillars, and the first one is hire right, which we were talking about last time, and then of course train people right and onboard them. And then the third pillar right now, which we're going to talk about today a little bit, is how to team up people right. And when you start talking about teaming people up, there's a lot of science and sophisticated ways to really analyze personality traits, etc., to bring people together based on their competencies. But then let's go beyond that. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of organizations, what they do is that they really see who is available, we'll just put them together. So I think there's an element of randomness in there. But let's go beyond that and look at the team building and the importance of that. Where are the challenges? 86% of issues at work are said to be based on and be driven from actually lack of collaboration and lack of good communication. All right? And 60% of all managers, they say that, well, one of our biggest leadership challenges is exactly collaboration and communication, which again is a bit, there is a little issue there. And then I think it's the consultancy Bain that came out with some numbers a while ago. They talk about the fact that only 40% of the workforce seems to be aware of the specific goals, the targets, and the strategies of each of their organization. Combine those two, and we start seeing some serious challenges in terms of how the teams perform.
Yeah, so in what aspects does team building connect to leadership then?
So when it comes to leadership, there's another aspect of it that if you're not leading in the right way and you're not showing the right leadership traits, first of all, 3 out of 4 people that leave their business, they're actually leaving their boss. They quit their bosses, and it's not the entire organization they're leaving. So there's one connection right there which connects also to disengagement, right? But then they're gonna figure out talent retention is really the leader's job. And it's not entirely, we of course connect that to the responsibilities of HR, but it should be fundamentally based on the line manager that's there, and they're supposed to engage and motivate and drive the employees to success. So talent retention, boosting performance overall through their engagement and right leadership, and also setting the right goals and tools.
So Max, how can leaders improve the success of their teams?
Well, I think first of all, they should embrace their own culture and really communicate freely about the goals, objectives, and where they're going and why they're going there. And also allow some flexibility so that, especially with the millennials, so that they feel that they can have a little bit of leeway to do and perform the way they should. Now, the second one would be attitude. To allow the right attitude and the right mindset to grow. And as a good example, I remember back in the days from business school in Gothenburg, Sweden, about 17, 18 years ago, I was a member of this project team where we were carrying out the largest career days job fair within the Nordics for business and law students. And the motto of the project team every single year was, never ever start a answer in response to a request with a no. Always start with a yes. I'm going to take in this question. I'm going to see if it's possible or not. Even if they ask for the most impossible thing ever, never ever start with a no. Start with a yes and get your creativity going and see what you can do about it. And then finally is to connect your personal why and purpose, and allow employees to do that and connect that to the why and purpose of the company. So the mission and the vision of a company, and connect these two together. And I love what Simon Sinek always says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I think that connection there as well is extremely important.
Max, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
And thank you for watching, and to see the rest of Max's videos and videos like this, be sure to stay with us here at Dukascopy TV.